Hello, race fans, and welcome once again to the Mobil One iRacing League here. And tonight we're here at Texas Motor Speedway for round 3, and the guys they're just wrapping up qualifying here. We're going to go down to the field here in a minute and take a look and see what's going on. See who's running where. I'm sorry, this is actually the end of practice. My bad. It's the end of practice. They're wrapping up. They'll start qualifying at 9 p.m. And right before we run down there, let's go ahead and take a quick look at what's going on the leaderboard here. After round 2 at Rockingham, things are looking pretty good for some of the guys. There's a lot of movement between Rockingham and Daytona, a whole lot of movement. As you can see, Alfred Vasseur, he's moved the least. It seems like only one spot up, but it's the one that matters the most, up at the first place in the standings at the moment. Deerfield there, Landon Deerfield, he did fall to second. Kyle Rochelle, he moved up to third position. Dustin Swingle, he's moved up 8 positions there to 4th place, and it looks like we've got in 4th and 5th there, Aaron Tribble and Josh Bearden, and they're both they're 4th and 6th, and as you can see, there's a lot of movement around the standings here. One of the biggest movers, 14 positions. Ryan Ferraro up to a 14th position there. And actually, Dustin Swingle and Aaron Tribble, they're actually tied for 4th with 74 points apiece there. So who knows what's going to happen after tonight. It's going to be probably be a bit smoother ride than it was at Rockingham, that's for sure, being such a bumpy track there and stuff. And but Texas is a nice fast track here, and so this will be interesting to see what happens here tonight. Let's go down to the track here and see. Here we're riding along here with Josh Bearden, getting in a few final practice laps. Currently running 4th fastest. Let's see what kind of times they're putting up here. Josh, his best lap is the 28.585, and look at those top. I'd say the top 5 lap times all within the 28.5 range there. Man, there's not a whole lot of room at the top. Definitely going to be some exciting racing tonight. As a matter of fact, I got a message. I believe it was Josh sent me a message earlier today. He was both him and some of the other guys in the series, or local guys down there, and from the Fort Worth area. So that you probably want to keep an eye on him, Adam Westerfield, Aaron Tribble, and I can't read what he typed here. Vincent. That would be Vincent Sora, maybe. I guess that's who he's referring to there. I think that's the only Vincent that's in the field, and but we'll find out for sure here once we get going here. There's Aaron Tribble, currently 5th fastest. Let's see if we see, is Adam out on the track anywhere? I'm looking for Adam Westerfield. I don't see Adam out there tonight. He might not, well, okay, I see him, but he's, looks like he was just getting ready to head out on track there. Let's see if he's, I'm sure he's posted some times already. His best lap right now is a 26.618. And they've only got less than 4 minutes to go in practice here. So, yeah, things are winding down pretty quickly here. We'll be moving to qualifying. Let's see, a lot of the guys are heading into the pits now. There's Patrick Hernandez. He's in the pits now. There's Harrison Chandler, currently 16th fastest. And right now they're not necessarily, I mean, they're not going to see who's the fastest lap time. They're checking their setups and making sure their cars are handling right for the race itself. So some of the times you see in here, probably, you know, maybe close to their fastest times, but that between that and qualifying, you know, it's a little bit different situation to have that qualifying set up on. So we might see some even faster times from some of these guys. There's Chip Parks. He's currently 13th fastest. Preston Cope, he's running there. He's got Hervanton in front of him. That's Dylan Hervanton. Cope is 17th. Hervanton, he's currently 22nd fastest. Looks like Josh Beard, and he's getting ready to roll into the pits here. I'd like to be able to try to grab him before the race starts. I'm looking to see if I see him in here. Maybe get a chance to grab him. Oh, he's going back out, doing a little bit more running. I thought he was going to pit there for a minute, but he's going to try to go out and turn 2 or 3 more laps before the clock counts down to 0. Definitely want to get everything running right for sure. And we're less than a minute to go now, qualifying. Now this was an out lap, I believe, by Bearden. So no, he probably went out just to check a couple of things, something handling wise there. We're getting ready to roll over to the qualifying session. Nice field of cars out here tonight. We're showing 28 in the server. That's a pretty darn good field there for a Saturday night. And we've hit the checker flags are out. And there, for those of you that may not be a little familiar with iRacing, you know, there's a little bit of a timer there before it switches over. And now we're into qualifying here. Let's see who's going to come out on track first. I think we've got Josh Gooten coming out. There he goes. Getting ready to hit the track. Now they have several ways that they can do qualifying on iRacing. They have what's called private quality, where from their perspective, they're the only ones on the track, and they can also have it set to where it's open qualifying, where they can see all the other cars on the track. And so, we're actually showing several cars on track, but we're kind of looking at it from their perspective, where we only see what he's seeing. He doesn't see anybody else, so we're kind of seeing exactly what he's seeing here. And for his first lap, let's see what he's got there. He's got a 29.107. That's good enough for fifth place at the moment. There's one of the local guys, Westerfield, with a 28.937. And the numbers are starting to come in really fast here. Tribble, he was at the top there. He just got bumped from third, now down to fourth. Still falling, down to fifth. Thomas Walter right now is your fastest with a 28.802. Let's put those times up here so we can see. And Walter himself has been bumped 3 spots down to fourth place. Vincent Sora with a 28.669. And we were seeing 28.5s in practice. And of course, with qualifying, you only get a couple of hot laps to get a lap. So they had more time to really get into a rhythm and get going. That's might have been why you saw a little faster lap time as opposed to qualifying. And this is a 5-minute session as well. We might see if let's go and see if we can. I think Josh Bearden, he might have already run here. Let's see if we can find him. There's Josh. Okay, he's still on track. 8th fastest, 28.841. We're going to see if we can grab Josh here and pull him up into the server here. Let's see if we can. I got to move some stuff around. You'd be surprised the things that you have to do to make things work, because a lot of information on your screens here, and it's definitely a lot to deal with here. You see, he's with the Josh Beard, and he's running with the Throwback Racing team here, so that's where we're going to put him back. Let's move him up to the broadcast booth here. Josh Beard and this Tony Rice up in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, what's up, Tony? How you doing, man?
Pretty good, man. So you just got you running there.
Yeah, we doing okay. I'm just gonna try and relax, take my time this race. Hopefully, everybody else will try and do the same.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm sure you're thinking it'll be a little bit smoother going, literally, after all the events at Rockingham last week.
Oh, I've already talked to most of the drivers as the owner of this league, told them they need to start settling down, just chill out. First 100 laps is a pretty long race, so we just got to take it one lap at a time and just chill.
Absolutely. Well, we look like we just finished the qualifying session, so I'm going to put you back down there into your team, and good luck with everything.
All right, thank you, Tony. Hope to talk to you later in the race.
All right, now take it easy. Good luck. All right, got him back down there, and we're getting ready to roll over to the race session here. Car is getting ready to head out onto the track. And this is something a little. This is interesting. This is something they're doing now, new now on iRacing. It's kind of a Le Mans style start. It's not the actual start of the race, but this is how they line up in the on pit road to follow the pace car out onto the track. It's kind of cool. Oh, we're trying to find something new and interesting there for you to see and experience. And while they're getting ready to head out, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the qualifying results here. Aaron Karlick is your pole setter with a 28.660, followed by Vincent Sora in second place. On row 2, we have Aaron Tribble and Carson Bowers. Harrison Chandler 5th, Thomas Walter in 6th position. In 7th, we have Dustin Schwingel, followed by Adam Westerfield. And 9th, we have Josh Bearden. That was the league owner who we just spoke with. He's in 9th. Max Fauner, he's 10th. Chip Parks is 11th. Preston Cope is starting in the 12th position. And 13th, we have Ryan Ferraro. 14th, Dylan Hervanton. 15th, Nick Kessler. 16th, Connor Bozian. Hope I pronounced that right. 17th, Josh Gooten. 18th position, Jonathan Roberts. In 19th position, Kyle Rochelle. Rounding out the top 20, Patrick Hernandez. In 21st position, we have Joshua Stevens. 22nd position, Donald Arnett Jr. In 23rd, we have Josh Warner. Beside him is Mike Vano in 24th position. And the last two rows of the field are Dakota Moniz in 25th with Maurice Gamelan 26th. And Elijah Ennis 27th and Nicholas Spriggs. Now, the last four we're not showing any times for, so they opted not to qualify. Pace car is leading the field around down the back stretch there. Everyone's getting into position here. And pace car will be coming onto pit road this time around. Pace car is in, and we're looking for that green flag.
Green flag.
And we've got a green, and we're racing here at Texas. Karlick takes him down into turn 1 and 2. Vincent Soren, Aaron Tribble right there. Carson Bowers, Chandler, and Schwingel. Everybody's right there. They're battling for that first position going into 3. Karlick was the meat and the sandwich there for a minute. Looked like he still is. But Tribble, Aaron Tribble, he's moved into the first position. Karlick got the pole, but he didn't get a chance to lead a lap yet. I mean, we have a long ways to go. We're now on lap 2 of 200. Tribble with a good lead there on second place, Harrison Chandler.
Caution.
Oh, and we do have a caution.
Fuel whenever you can, but doing a really good job.
Looks like Josh Gooten and Maurice Gamelan were involved with that. Let's take a look back and see what we can see. Oh, and they got together there a little bit. And that was a good thing that it was only 2 of them. Very lucky that it was only 2 of them. Gooten, his car doesn't look, it did mostly just spinning. Got a little left rear damage there, but He may be none the worse or rare. Looks like Guten was the one that. I'm sorry, not Guten, but Gamelan. He might have been the one with the biggest damage. He's got left rear damage there. Actually, that other car's missing. Who is that missing their front nose? Couldn't see who that was. We got several guys going into the pits. Let's follow some of them in. There's Patrick Hernandez. He's in the pits. Josh Warner's in. Yeah, he's missing the nose. And there's the 8 car. That was the one I was looking at. That was Donald Arnett Jr. Did a fast repair there from the looks of it. Dustin Swingle. He's up there in the top 5. Him and Max Foner, they both decided to go ahead and just get some fresh tires. Guten, he's still sitting there. And now he's away. There's Dakota Moniz. He didn't put down a qualifying time. He started at the back of the field, so it didn't hurt him at all to go ahead and come in and get a splash of fuel. They haven't really used that much with only running 2 laps, but you know that actually can make a difference later on in the race if you do green flag pit stops, and then you have just a matter of, oh, can I go one more lap? Oh, and I don't know what happened. It looked like he almost bounced off the wall. His car kind of flashed in and out, and he had might have some connection issues, but it sure looked like he bounced off the wall. Looks like that's a little front end damage there, I see. He's coming in again. Oh, he overshot his pit stall. Trying to get, you don't know what it was. He was too close. He was too close to the wall and couldn't get it lined up right. So, okay. Not sure what that was all about. Maybe a little bit more repair work done. Let's go ahead and move up to your leader here. And Tribble, the lights are out on the pace car, so they will be going green this time around. Tribble followed by Chandler, Bowers, Kralik, Sara, and Bearden. Pace car is in. And we're racing once again at Texas. Tribble with a great start there. Followed by Chandler and Bowers. Bowers, nice battle there with Kralik. Bowers showing in third. Kralik wants it though, just barely behind him. Down lap 7 of 200. Tribble, he's coming under pressure now from Harrison Chandler. He's got both Chandler and Bowers. He's going to have his hands full right here at the front. Oh, and unfortunately we have another caution.
I think you're on the, yeah, I see it here. It's like a damn axle.
Looks like this was Jonathan Roberts. Let's see if we can go back and see what happened there. Oh, and somebody, 24 car, it looked like he came down a little bit too much there. And he came down on somebody. The car was clearly on the inside, but I guess he didn't see him, or his spotter didn't call inside. Roberts, heavy damage on that machine. You can see he used his fast repair. For those of you who may not who may be new to iRacing, you know, that's another feature that you have in online sim racing. According to league rules, you know, they may or may not use what's called fast repairs. If your car is damaged, you can come in and use one, and it instantly fixes your car. Boy, wouldn't that be great in the real world? But as you can see, that's that will keep him from having to pull that car behind the wall. But he is going to lose a lap here. He's waiting for the field to go by. So it looks like Roberts and Warner are the. There's a few other cars on the pit road. They might end up losing a lap. I don't know. We'll have to look and see here. Look like they're all coming out now. Folks probably just coming in, taking advantage of those, you know, chances to stop and just get a little bit more fuel. There's Mike Vano. Last of the cars that decided to go ahead and pit. Tribble still your leader. That's 2 cautions, and we haven't even made it to lap 10. Boy, I tell you, everybody's still rolling. Well, let's see. We have Patrick Hernandez. He's coming in. They're going to have at least one more lap of caution. I saw the lights were still on the pace car there, so the next time around they may have one to go. But Hernandez, he decided to come in the pits and top off. There's Josh Warner hitting his pit stall for some service. A lot of damage on that car. I think he's trying to fix his car without using his fast repair. I don't know how many they get. You can, that's what we were talking about earlier. And when they set up their league, they can decide how many fast repairs cars are allowed to use or allowed to have for a race. And sometimes it's only one, sometimes it may be several. But from the looks of it, I don't know if he already used it one time and now he doesn't have any more. I'm not sure how many fast repairs they have. But wow, he's looking pretty rough there for the start of the race. And would not surprise me. I'm pretty sure the lights are going to go out on the pace car this time around, but he just might go back into the pits and try to get some more servicing done on that car. This isn't a aero-dependent track like Daytona or Talladega, but aerodynamics can still come into play here. And definitely would help to have a nose on that thing. Let's see, it looks like he's going to stay out. Currently showing in the 24th position. Meanwhile, up the front, Tribble still your leader, followed by Bowers, Chandler, Sora, Kralik, Preston Cope in 6th, Josh Bearden. That's who we spoke with as league owner. Josh Bearden spoke with him right at the end of qualifying. He's currently running 7th. Bearden has actually gained a position since the start of the race. 2 positions, actually. There have been several folks that Tribble, Bowers, and Chandler moved up 2 positions since the start of the race. Pace cars coming in this time around. And there he goes, and waiting for that green flag to come out again.
Green
And we're
flag.
racing once again at Texas. Tribble didn't get nearly as good a start this time. The guys are ready for him this time. There's the 41 of Carson Bowers. Bowers taking a look on the outside there. See if that outside line will work for him. Nothing doing this time around. The tires are still relatively new. They have put several hot laps on them now. It all kind of depends on your setup, you know, how long your tires are going to stay fresh on you. Bowers fighting for that first position. Doing good to pull up behind Tribble there. And I see why he didn't come all the way down. Vincent Soares right there was on the inside taking a look. So he probably couldn't really get down there if he wanted to. Here comes Sora down on the inside now. Let's see if he can make a move on Bowers. Try to get that second spot there. Oh, they got a little close there. Bowers, he's able to keep it high. So he did not come down on Sora there. Close racing. Bowers trying to get down to that inside line. He manages to get down there without contact. I believe that's a lap car up ahead of them there. And he, whoever that was, moved to the inside so that the lead cars could come on by. Sora and Bowers battling hard for that second position. A little further back, here's Preston Pope. Battle for fourth, chasing Harrison Chandler with Aaron Kralik right behind in the 16 machine. A lot of tight racing going on here. You'd almost think it was a super speedway, but they're not exactly drafting each other. They're just jockeying for position. Cope just did drift down there in front of Kralik. Very busy track. These laps can click off rather quickly once you get going. Looks like they may be catching Sora and Bowers there. Might be getting held up just a little bit. Things looking a little congested there at the front. Let's jump back a little further while we have the time to do it. You never know what's going to happen at the front there. There's Rochelle. He's battling with Westerfield and Bozian. A little further back, there's Walter. And he's running somewhat comfortably in 11th, just outside the top 10. Looking to get up there if he can. Nice battle behind him, Max Fona. With Ryan Ferraro in tow. Hunter taking a little peek on the inside there. Might get him going into turns 1 and 2. Walter trying to hang tough on the outside. Wow, here comes Ferraro. Look at Ferraro coming on the inside there. dives down to the 1 minute they're trying high and trying low and just back and forth all over the place, trying to find a way by. A little further back, there's Dustin Swingle battling with Nick Kessler and Donald Arnett Jr. Swingle in showing in 15th position at the moment. Getting a little bit of pressure there from Arnett Jr. A little further back, there's Josh Gooden. He was caught in one of those incidents at the beginning of the race. I believe it was either the first or second caution. Currently running 19th. And we have a new leader, folks. Vincent Sora has, for the moment, got by Tribble. Is he going to be able to hold on this time? Very tight racing there. No way he can hold both of those cars back there. Sora going high and low. He did manage to lead that lap. We're lap 25 of 200. Carson Bowers trying to line him up for a pass now. You try to get your sights on the guy in front, and you almost have to have eyes in the back of your head, because you may be getting ready to attack him, but you're probably falling under attack yourself. As you see Cope pull right up to the bumper of Bowers there. We have another caution somewhere.
You look here, stop the right there.
Looks like it was Ryan Ferraro. Let's see what we can see here. There's a 12 car. Ferraro just got a little sideways, and oh, he wasn't able to keep it off the wall. He didn't nose it into the wall. It kind of pancaked it there a little bit, but the car's not too heavily damaged. That was about as hard as I can see you hit the wall and not come away with stuff hanging off the car. So he might have dodged a bullet there. Car still looking a bit better than a couple other cars in the field at this moment. Ferraro catching up with the field now. And here come the leaders into pit road here. Sora and company. The entire field is coming in. Let's see how they go out. There's Sora. Tribble, he was in third there. See movement. Sora is able to get out and maintain that first position, with Bowers right in tow. And Tribble, he's still third. Followed by Preston Cope. Cope, he's a big mover there. Moved up 8 positions since the start of the race. Rochelle even more, up 5 positions. As you cross the line now with 19 laps in the books. There's Jonathan Roberts. He's coming in for some servicing. Just Josh Warner. He's already in the pits. Every time he comes in, I'm sure he's getting some work done on that car. Don't know if they're going to get the nose back on that thing, but I'm sure that would help him. Well, he's got still has plenty of time. You don't want to see a lot of cautions, but every caution he gets, he can get in there and get some more work done to that 17 machine. Sorry, he's got the lapped car of that looks like Joshua Stevens. Now he should get a wave around here. Thinking they're going to get one to go this time. Come across the line. There he goes. Nice weather out here tonight, 71 degrees. Winds a little gusty, not much at 3 miles an hour. Very relatively low humidity at 34%. Track temperature is only 74 degrees, only 3 degrees higher. So fairly cool night as far as racing goes here at Texas Motor Speedway. Lights are out on the pace car, 30 laps completed out of 200. We will be going green this next time around. We'll see what kind of start Sora gets here. We know Tribble can make a good one, and Bowers, he's just been hounding everybody that's been at the front. Be interesting to see what Preston Cope and Kyle Rochelle do here. Pace car's in. Waiting for that green flag. And we've got it, and we're racing once again at Texas. Sora leads Tribble into turns 1 and 2. Tribble trying to get under him. Oh, that was a little close. Sora was able to get back down there. And Tribble wants that first place position back badly. Tribble's car was working pretty good going down into the turns there. Now, Sora, he got down there better that time. Because Tribble was right under him the last time around. Yeah, actually spaced out a little bit. Oh no, another caution. It looks like it's on, getting reports that it's Dylan Hervanton. Let's go see what happened to Dylan here. Oh, it just kind of came around there. Right now in 26th position. He's actually showing as the last car on the lead lap. Car looks pretty good. He didn't. He spun there, but didn't collect anybody. That was good. So that's always a good thing. Mike Vano, he decided he was running 19th. He decided I'm gonna come on down here and maybe get some tires and fuel here. He's got Dakota Moniz right behind him. They're both getting 4 tires and fuel. Moniz beats him out. Last in, the first out. And that's how it is sometimes in racing. You can lose positions in the pits as well. In fact, Hervanton, he was further down pit road towards the end. He was able to get out ahead of Vano as well. Vincent Sora managed to hold on to the lead there. Now 34 laps in the book of 200. And like I said, there's only one car a lap down. That was Joshua Stevens, and there he is now coming into the pits. I was about to say no other cars, because you know that's what happens if you're at least one lap down. You have to wait till the next time around to come into the pits, and everybody, even though we've had several cautions here, everybody's except for Stevens here is on the lead lap, and it is a big place. It takes a while for the field to come around. So even if you have to come in for a quick repair there and get going, you can get in, get some servicing done, and get out before the field comes around and put you a lap down. That's the one thing about having a caution. Good thing about having a caution at a large track. Stevens is on his way. Okay, we'll be probably looking at 1 to go next time around. Stevens was the only car lap down, so there's nobody in front of the leaders here to get a lucky dog. And the lights are out on, well, yep, the lights are out on the pace car. We'll be going green next time around. You're watching the Mobil 1 Racing League presented by the Bolt Law Group here at Texas Motor Speedway, round 3 of their Monster Cup series. And I don't know where my track map went to. We're going to try to restart the overlays here and see if that will come back up here. And it's decided to take a break, so we're not going to worry about it. And the pace car is off, and we're getting ready to go green once again.
Green.
And we're green at Texas Motor Speedway. Oh boy, Sora's got a lot of company. Tribbles, Bauer, and Rochelle. He's trying to make a quick getaway. He's kind of succeeding. Pack's a little tight back there. There's Cope and Rochelle. They big movers up into the top 5 there. Preston Cope currently running 3rd. Car's really jostling around now, trying to get position. Oh, something happened to Sora there, and he's still a little loose there. I don't know what happened to Sora. He's falling back a bit. Vince and Sora are having problems. I saw him get really loose going into 1 there, coming off of 1 and 2. Fell all the way back to 10th. Something's definitely not right for the 14 car. Meanwhile, Carson Bowers continues. He's moved into 1st place. Both Rochelle and Cope, they just did move into the top 5 after the 2 cautions ago. They're battling for those top 5 positions. I think Tribble, he's going to have something to say about that. There's Preston Cope. Tribble way down on the inside there. Really sticking to that low line going around the track.
Caution.
Oh, and we have another caution now. Let's see who that was. Looks like that was, we're getting reports that was Maurice Gamelan. That's the 44 car. Actually, Gamelan and Hernandez. Let's see what happened here. Well, we just admits it. Let's run it back a little bit, see if we can see what happened. Okay, there's Hernandez. Oh, and he bounced off the wall and he collected, looks like he collected Ryan Ferraro there, the 12 car. There's the 44. Gamelan, and he was trying to get by on the outside and just couldn't make it. Sometimes you just have a split second to decide what to do. And, oh, wow, look at all the cars that went by. And he was just sitting there. It was good for him not to try to move. That could have been a lot more guys piled up there. But, man, he was right down there near the start-finish line from the looks of it. I know his heart had to be in his throat there when he saw the whole field coming at him. Here's Josh Bearden leading the field of cars down. Not everybody came in this time. Brandon said, you know, I'm going to try get me some fresh tires and see how this works out. Looks like he got he's getting 4 tires and fuel. He was the first in. Looks like he'll be the first out. Race off pit road. There's Aaron Kralik, followed by Connor Bosian. There's Adam Westfield. And he's followed by Vincent Sora, who was up at the front there. Maybe he needed some tires. I don't know. He fell all the way back to 15th there. Thomas Walter, 16th. looks like some guys are slowing down. They may have to go to the back of the field. They may have an EOL penalty, end of line, possibly. Carson Bauer's your leader, followed by Kyle Rochelle and Aaron Tribble. Tribble's doing what Tribble normally does. He's been hanging around the front a lot in the last few races. Followed by Preston Cope in fourth position. Harrison Chandler, he's moved up 12 positions since the start of the race, and now in the top 5. In sixth position, we have Dustin Schwengel, followed by Chip Parks. Currently running 8th is Mick Kessler. 9th, Dylan Hervanton. League owner Josh Bearden now is in 10th position. He's lost 6 spots. That was he did pretty good going in and out of the pits, but by pitting and those other guys not pitting, that's why he lost so many positions there. Because I believe he was running like 5th or 6th. Let's see if we can get a quick word with Josh here before they go green again.
To the field, they can wait.
Josh Bearden, Tony Rice in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, what's up, Tony?
Hey, Josh. Yeah, I saw you pit in there, I guess, to get some fresh rubber on those car there, huh?
Yeah, I thought about coming down with the rest of my teammates and just restarting in the back, but I don't know, dude. It's been a crazy race so far. I've already had to get on to a couple drivers, but other than that, I think if we can get spread out and get going, it should be a better race for the viewers out there.
Right. It looked like it was just starting to spread out a little bit there. I was seeing the field starting to thin out a little bit, and just need to get the good long run in there, you know. And looks like the lights are out on the pace car, so I'm going to go ahead and move you back down to your team there and stuff.
Thank you, Tony. Appreciate all you're doing for us, man. We appreciate you.
Oh, thanks a lot, man. You're real fun. I hope you're enjoying the broadcast. Good luck now.
Yep, we'll see you on later.
Okay, now. That's Josh Bearden, folks, league owner. And the pace car should be getting ready to come off. This will be restart here at lap 45 of 200. There's the pace car in. Looking for that green flag. And we've got the green, and Bowers drops the hammer, and we're going. Rochelle and Tribble right there. Rochelle trying to make something happen on that outside. It's not working too well for him now. Tribble staying right. Tribble's really liking that inside line. Every restart, he just really stays down there. Now Tribble's, oh no, another caution.
How are you doing there, bud?
Looks like it might be Josh Warner and Donald Arnett there. Let's take a look and see what we can see here. Let's run that back a little bit, see if we can see what happened there. I'm not sure what happened. He's it showed him as well, he's got one thing for sure. He's got the nose back on that 17 machine, so that's good to see. Let's take a look at Donald Arnett here. Arnett, oh, he just lost it coming off of turn 2 there. Nose it into the inside wall just a little bit. Hardly any damage at all, really. So some of these cautions are just guys just really pushing hard, maybe pushing it just a little bit too hard. Because, you know, you get these tires, and tires may not be up to temperature yet. And you do have to allow them to get up to that operating temperature, because they will feel better after a couple of laps. Caution on lap, I believe it was lap 47 when the caution came out. Looks like Arnett Jr. looked like he's getting it at least right side. Let's see if he gets 4 tires. Yep, he's going to get 4 tires. I'm sure he's topping it off with fuel as well. From the looks of things, he didn't have to use a fast repair, because don't hardly even see any damage on the nose of that 8 machine. Might have just did bump the inside wall. Pretty lucky for him there. You always want to hold on to those fast repairs as long as you possibly can. Bowers bringing the field around. We're going to have one more lap to go. This time as they cross the start-finish line. Lights should go out on the pace car. Actually, looks like we may have one more lap to go. See, a lot of times we're used to seeing several cars, you know, that are like laps down, pit that second time around. But once again, everybody is still staying on the lead lap. Now, there's Stevens. He's coming in again there. I believe that was Jonathan Roberts. Oh, and he overshot his pits. That can make or break a pit stop there, especially if you're battling for a position with someone. You may be quicker than him, just have a hard time getting around him on the track, and sometimes pitting will give you that opportunity to get around him if your crew gets you in and out quick enough. Yeah, he's coming out of the pit road there. Looks like he's able to stay on the lead lap. The field hasn't come all the way around yet, so he should still be on the lead lap here. Showing 26th. Lights are out on the pace car, so we will be going green next time around. Carson Bowers, Preston Cope, Kyle Rochelle, Harrison Chandler, and Nick Kessler, your top 5. Bringing the field down the back stretch. Everybody's out of the pits. I don't know if Josh Warner was involved that last time. Yeah, actually he was. So that's the one thing that's keeping Warner from getting that lap back. I believe he's only a lap down, but that's another funny thing about it. If you're involved in a caution, then you can't be the lucky dog because you were involved in what caused the caution. So just a little bit of bad luck there for Warner, keeping him that one lap down, and hopefully maybe he can get it back here at some point. Pace car comes in, and we're a quarter of the way through now. Green lap, lap 50, lap 51 now. Bowers and Cope real close together on that restart. Cope trying to just did squeeze down in between Bowers and Rochelle. That was tight, folks. They're battling like it's 5 to go here. Cope desperately trying to get that lead position. He's right side by side with Bowers. Just can't seem to get that pass completed on the outside there. Cope and Rochelle nose to tail there. Looks like the top 6 have kind of broken away from the rest of the field a little bit there. They're starting to space out a little bit more. Tough battle between Rochelle and Cope there for second position. And he's super close to the 21 car there. They got to be careful going in. They're really close there because there's something else we'll talk about here in a minute. That's one of the pitfalls of online racing. It's more of a technical issue. And it can jump up to bite you as well. Cope got a little loose there. And it cost him several positions that looked like maybe not positions, but like 3 or 4 car lengths there from Rochelle. He's still spaced out a little bit from Schwingel though, a couple of tenths of a second. That's got the battle now with Rochelle and Bowers for the lead. That's your car numbers of your favorite drivers there. You can see where they're located in the race at the moment. Now Cope is caught back up with Rochelle and Bowers, and they're going at it again. Oh, we have another caution here. Oh my goodness, big pile up. Several cars, multi-car pile up. Now something was happening in front of him there, Dakota Moniz, and he was like everybody else, he was trying to get it woed down to see. Oh, and it looks like the number 6 there, Josh Bearden, got caught up in it as well. I'm not sure. Maurice Gamelin, that was the first indicator I saw. Let's take a look back at the replay for Maurice here. Let's see what we saw there. Okay, something was already happening in front of him. That was the double, I believe that was the 00 of Josh Gooten. So that's probably what started that, and all heck just broke loose there. Josh Bearden, Nicholas Spriggs, Max Foner, Joshua Stevens, they were all involved in that. Let's take a look at Maurice Gamelin here and see what's going on there. Okay, that happened rather quickly there. Let's Trying to roll it back to see. Let's run that back a little bit. See if we can see. That was the 44 Gamelan. There was somebody spinning in front of him already, and I couldn't see exactly who that was. But it was pretty much a chain reaction. Gamelan, he's a little bent up there. The nose is still on it though. Actually, not too bad a shape actually. Currently running 13th. Going to bring that Valvoline machine down for some servicing. And it looks like we had some shuffling of the, while we were trying to see who was involved in that last wreck there. We had some shuffling of the leaders up at the front there. Aaron Kralik is currently your leader, followed by Dustin Schwingle, who was up there anyway, and also Carson Bowers. Bowers was leading. I'm not sure, maybe he might have got passed in the pits, who knows, but because that very easily could have happened. And followed by Rochelle and Cope there. They're still hanging around the top 5. They're able to hold on to that those big moves up to the top of the field there. And Kralik currently your leader. Kralik's gained 2 positions since the start of the race, so he was doing good anyway. The lights are out on the pace car, so we will be going green next time around. There's Josh Bearden, along with West Feeling and the Gamelan there. Some of the guys that were involved in that last wreck, able to still stay on the lead lap. Now showing 61 of 200. Kralik following the pace car down the back stretch here. About to get it going one more time. Pace car is coming out of turn 4. And the pace car shoots into the pits. Waiting for that green flag again.
Green.
Kralik's got it, and Kralik's a little bit of a slow start there. Boy, that gave Schwingle too much of an opportunity. Rochelle and Bowers trying to... Oh, no. Something happened at the back there. Caution is out again. Let's see what happened there. There's Max Fauner. Oh, and he hard into the wall. Let's run that back. Looks like he just did catch the... Let's slow that down a little bit. There's Fauner, the 19 car. him and the 00 there came together. Found it hard into the inside wall. Hervanton also involved. We're going to go back live here. Fowler, he's in the pits. Josh Gooden, that was the 00, and he's that's probably at least the second or third time he's been caught up in something tonight. Nicholas Spriggs, another car missing the front nose there. Yeah, they may only have one faster pair, and if he's already used it or trying to save it, this may be a couple of turns in the pit road here to try to get that 38 car put back together. It's going to take a while though when you're missing your front nose there. There's Gamelan in and out of the pits again. Josh Bearden, those cars pitting that allowed him to move. He was down somewhere in the 20s and back up to 14th position there. Trying to claw his way back up into that top 10. I believe he started, I want to say he started 6th or something like that. Or maybe 8th position. Meanwhile, up the front, Dustin Schwingle is back at the front once again. Probably had a little help from Aaron Krolick there. That was when that slow restart was able to get down there in front of him. See, Max Foner, he's in the pits. Still getting work done there. Looks like he got heavy damage on that car. And Nicholas Spriggs, he's still sitting there. He's just going to ride it out and might as well just stay in. You hate to say it, but if they have a few more cautions, and if he can stay out of them, he might actually work it so that he can get a lap back. Because I'm sure he's at least one lap down now. Let's see where the leaders are. The leaders have not come around yet. I can see the lights on the pace car though. They're coming, looks like they're coming out of turn 4 there. So Spriggs will lose at least one lap. Field coming down now towards the start-finish line. Looks like the lights are out on the pace car. We'll be going green next time around. And it looks like Max Foner, he has put the car behind the wall for the evening. Both him and the 00 Gooten, Josh Gooten, they're both showing out. Arnett and Warner also showing out. Spriggs, he's going to try to ride it out in the on pit road, try to get that car back out there. Kyle Rochelle currently running second. Actually, he's showing in first. I think that they're just kind of jockeying for, staying in position there. If he slightly pulls ahead of the leader, then it'll change and show him as being in first, but he's actually in second position there. Of course, he has to be careful not to be in front of the leader when they go green, because he'll get possibly a stop and go for passing under caution. Pace car's pulling off once again.
Green flag.
And we've got a green flag. It's a drag race down the start-finish line. Rochelle Swingle, Bowers, and Kessler. And pretty much everybody else going hard into turn one. Preston Kobler, he got a little bit of a wiggle there. Was able to maintain control of the car. Pope now in the third position. Kessler and Rochelle, oh boy, they're all over him now. Oh, we got some trouble in the back there. That looks like that was, another big pileup, folks. You got the 12 car, the 40 car collecting the, I couldn't see who that was, the 40 collected. Looks like Elijah Innings, Thomas Walter, Dylan Havanton, Ryan Ferraro, all of them. Oh, and somebody got loose. That's what it was. It was the 20. Looked like maybe the 28, maybe, I think it was. Let's go back live here. Ferraro, he's in the pits. We got Nicholas Spriggs. And of course, he was already in the pits. And right now, they're the only ones showing. There's Dylan. There's Dylan Hervanton, the 22 car. Let's look at the replay here for Hervanton. We'll slow it down here for a minute. I don't know why he's oh, he got in the grass. That may be after the wreck though. Let's see. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell now. I was trying to catch it when it actually happened. There were so many cars that were wrecking there. Obviously, Hervanton was involved. Dustin Swingle, Carson Bowers, Preston Cove, Kyle Rochelle, Harrison Chandler. Your top five. Aaron Tribble in the 6th spot. Still hanging around there at the top of the order there. We're now at lap 70, completed of 200. Getting fairly close to the halfway point here. Looks like Hervanton, he's just coming out of the pits now. He's finished getting the work done on his car. He's going out. Looks like Mike, thought I saw Vano. Yeah, Vano's coming in. Probably just getting fuel. Oh, he's going to go ahead and get tires this time as well. Vano is the last car on the lead lap right now. hand these away. Fresh tires for that Folgers machine. That left rear, oh wow, the left rear, that car is really banged up there. But that may not be, I don't know if it may not be damaging his aero too much. Like I said at the start of the show, you know, it's not a super speedway, so aero does play a part, but it's not as critical as it is at a super speedway like Daytona or Talladega. Let's see if we get one to go this time around. Pace car bringing them down to the start finish. And it will be one to go here on lap 72. And it looks like Spriggs, unfortunately, Nicholas Spriggs, he was in the pits there for a while. And he decided to go ahead and put it behind the wall. It was just taking too long. So that brings us up to 6 retirements there, unfortunately. Pace car coming down the backstretch. Josh Bearden, he's worked his way back up to 9th position. Pace car's getting ready to turn into the pit road here. And we're going green once again.
Green flag, green flag.
Oh, wow. Looks like Schwingel might have got a little love tap there from Preston Cope on the restart. Cope will be trying to press the issue here, taking a look on the outside. There's the 41 of Carson Bowers. Tight racing here at the front here, folks. Cope almost looked like he almost took it 3 wide there coming out of 2. And we do have reports of something else happening back in the field here. Let's take a look at Dakota Moniz. See if we can see what happened. There he's going along. And that turn 2 is catching some folks out. That time he was a little lower than I've seen other folks, and he just lost it coming out of 2. Because we saw somebody else lose it like that coming out of 2 earlier in the race. Some of that you have to kind of wonder, does it just come down to maybe the setup that they're running? I believe they have open setups here in this league, and loose is fast. But yeah, if you can't control it, then you know it's gonna bite you there. Moniz doesn't look like he has too much damage. Looks like that left front is banged up just a little bit. Coming down pit road. Oh, who was that? We saw somebody sideways. Well, that was the 01 of Kessler. Not sure what happened there. Maybe he was just in his pit stall. I'm not sure what that was. It looked like he might have. I don't know if he spun or what. He definitely came into his pit stall a little too fast. Had to back it up and get her straight. Like he's getting 4 tires and fuel. And there's Elijah Ennis. He's sitting. He's sitting right there on pit road. That's not a good place to be. I don't know why he stopped there, and now he's rolling again. Okay. Maybe he had a problem getting it fired, or there's a lot of things about sim racing is these sim racers have very realistic controls. Of course, you know, steering wheels and pedals, but they have clutches and manual gear shifts, and sometimes you can have a problem with the clutch or something not working right, and you might have had something hang up on him there. Good to see him rolling again. Got to catch the back of the field here. Meanwhile, up the front, Dustin Swingle back up at the lead again. And we got Tribble. Tribble decided to come down and get some tires. Like, okay, I'm gonna roll this dice here and get a little off cycle with everybody else. Because if this thing goes green, yeah, that could help him there. Both Hervanton and Kessler still on pit road. Looks like somebody there. Okay, Hervanton, he's I'm sorry, no, Dakota Moniz, he's going. Hervanton, he's making his way out. So that leaves Moniz and Kessler on pit road. Looks like Moniz, he's on his way out. Try to get out before the pace car comes around and loses a lap. Although, let's see. Moniz is, I believe he's already showing at least 1 lap down now. Yeah, Moniz, he's the first car a lap down. Vanton there and Kessler. So of the cars that are still running, they're the 3 that are not on the lead lap. Schwingle, Bowers, Cope, Rochelle, and Chandler, your top 5. Josh Bearden is back in business. He was running 6th earlier in the race, and he's back up the front once again. Seems like a lot of things have been happening. The cars, the last couple of times, well, not the last time, it was car just spun out, and then the time before that, 2 cautions ago, another guy just spun out. So a couple of them have just been self-spins and not somebody getting into somebody. So yeah, the track has been a little tough to tame for some of the guys out there tonight, but they're pressing on. The guys at the front, they're going hard, but they're staying off of each other and giving you some good hard racing here. There's the pace car coming in. Waiting for that green flag. Let's see what kind of start Swingle gets this time. Oh, and that's the second time that we've seen, I believe that's Preston Cope, kind of got into the back of Schwingle. That time seemed a little more pronounced. And that time it gave Bowers the advantage. Cope now swinging back to the outside. Cope is probably getting a better restart than Schwingle, but he hasn't quite been able to get past him once he get up to speed. Oh, Cope he did good there. He got out of it just in time because Swingle was about to go around. And now Cope, he caught a little bit of that apron. Careful there. That cost him several positions. Now he's 10th, 11th. We're still green. We're rolling. Bowers, a little bit of breathing room there between Bowers and Rochelle. Rochelle and Chandler, two of your big movers there, especially Chandler there. Moved 14 positions from the start of the race. It's never where you start, but where you finish. That's what matters. Now serving lap 82 of 200. Getting closer to that halfway point. Field looks a bit strung out back there. That could be a good thing. Boy, I tell you, these guys are fighting tooth and nail here. Josh Bearden in 4th position now. Now he's trying to tangle with Swingle there. Taking a little look on the inside. Swingle's keeping her high. Let's see what happens we go into turn 3. Now Swingle moved up to 2nd there. Bearden's able to swing. Has he got that 2nd, 3rd position? Looks like he does. Looks like Rochelle went a little high there. If Bearden can get clear, it might be off to the races for him. Try to hunt down the 2 leaders. Boy, and they're really nose to tail there, Bearden and Rochelle. Looking on the inside of Swingle. And Swingle actually fell back. I don't know what happened. I'm sorry, I was looking at a different car, my bad. Yeah. Swingle's still running in 2nd. Josh Bearden actually has slipped back to 6th place now. He's back up to 5th again. Positions are changing even before the lap is completed. I mean, these guys are racing so hard. There's the 33 of Connor Mosen. Haven't seen him up in the top 10 a lot. He's now up to 5th, now 6th. Trying to duke it out with the guys around him. There's a 9 of Swingle. He's fell back to 7th position there. Vincent Sora running in 8th position. It looks like they're a bit spaced out now. There's Hernandez. Patrick Hernandez, he's only lost 1 position since the start of the race. Now still in the top 10. Hernandez and Westfield having a good fight there. Followed by Thomas Walter and Aaron Tribble. Tribble, he was up the front for quite a while. He's mired back in the field now in 12th. Meanwhile, up the front, Bowers continues to lead. Not much of a lead over Preston Cope there. Cope has been really hard charging on these restarts, and now he's free and clear to chase down the leader. Both Cope and Rochelle were further down in the order at the start of the race, and they're both running second and third respectively. Rochelle looks like he's getting a little impatient back there. Cope taking a peek on the outside. Bowers continue to hold on to that first position. The car's getting strung out quite nicely now. It looks like about maybe the top 12 or 13 there have gapped themselves from the rest of the field. There's Dakota Moniz up there staying high, let the leaders go by there. Good move on him. Across the line is now lap 95 of 200 in the books. Carson Bowers earning every lap that he has in the lead. First it was Cope, now Cope has fell back a bit. The other big mover was Kyle Rochelle. Now he's up there. Actually, Carson Bowers was a big mover himself. He gained 12 positions. There's a good battle here. Harrison Chandler and Josh Bearden. Chandler trying to chase down that 6 machine. Get a long run in here, then we'll start seeing just how these tires are going to be handling once they've gotten several laps on them. These things will start to change then. I dare say you'll see some cars tightening up. Oh man, look like we got, is that 3 wide? 3 wide going down to turn 3. And Rochelle, he's going to take it. He's been gunning for Bowers. He's finally got him. He's come across the line here. Did he get it? Bowers was, wow, that was close. Bowers, it looked like he, for a fraction of a second there, he was scored as the leader, but Rochelle is back in front again on the backstretch. Bowers tucks in behind, getting ready to do another run here. There's Josh Bearden up to P3. Taking a look at these guys here, see what's going on. We're now at the halfway mark, folks. 100 laps complete of 200. Josh Josh Bearden currently running third position. Both him and Cope are getting ever closer to the two front runners. There's Bearden right down on the inside, right up there on the bumper of Bowers. Michelle's running that high line into the entry of 3. Seems to be working for him. He's able to pull out a little bit there. Bowers, Bearden, and Cope, second, third, and fourth. That were nose to tail as we went across the line. And all of that battling is just drawing all the rest of the guys in the top 12 or 13 right up to them. That's one thing about battling door to door. You know, that's definitely, it's going to allow two things to happen. The leader's going to get away and the guys behind you are going to catch you. And we have 97 laps to go. Looks like Bearden got a little caught on the outside there. He lost at least one spot there. Is now down to 4th. Vincent Sora taking a look on the inside. There's the, who is that? The Bozian, Connor Bozian, in the 33. Carson Bowers trying to get that lead spot back. Quarter of a second now behind Rochelle. Looking a little further back in the field. More good racing going on back here, folks. Chandler, Swingle, and Hernandez running 7th, 8th, and 9th. Just taking a peek on the inside there. Oh, he caught, looked like he might have caught a little bit of apron there. Had to get out of it just for a split second there, but that's all it takes to lose some position or lose some distance from the car in front of you. He's still right now running comfortably in 9th position. There's Aaron Tribble. Followed by Aaron Kralik, currently running 11th. Got a little bit of pressure there from Walter, Thomas Walter. Oh, and look at the 27 there. That's Mike Vano. He's not on the lead lap though. He might have fresher tires than those guys, and of course that's obviously he's gonna power by. Mark Kralik got to be careful there. I saw his car catch a little bit of that apron there. That can really upset the car. Kralik got a pretty good gap there. Let's take a look at the front here again. Rochelle, he's over a half a second now ahead of Bowers. I'm sorry, ahead of Cope, and Bowers is in third. Josh Beard holding on to that 4th spot at the moment. This is probably what a lot of the guys needed. Need a little bit of space to just run for a little while and get these tires heated up good and get in a good rhythm so you can race. As these laps wind down, we'll see whose setup is working for him the best at the end of a longer green flag run here. We got Nick Kessler. He's in the pits there. Looks like he's getting. Is he getting tires or is he just there? How long? I'm not sure how long he's been in the pits. That's Sora. He is getting a little closer to Bearden there. Rochelle, now that lead is coming down just a little bit. Preston Cope, he has been a beast around everybody that he's been around at the restarts. He's definitely trying to draw a bead on Rochelle now. Trying to get those cars down as close to that white line as possible without catching that apron. You really got to drive them right on the edge. Cope pulled into within a tenth of a second now. He might be looking to make a move here going into turn 3. Let's see what happens. Cope to the inside. Rochelle can't come down but so much. Cope's got to take that position from him. Preston Cope, your new leader, lap 115. That's Rochelle's turn. See if he can return the favor there. Cope caught a little bit of the outside wall there. Saw a few sparks flying. Cope trying to distance himself from Rochelle. And the two of them have definitely broken away from the rest of the pack now. There's Carson Bowers running in third. Almost a second lead over fourth place Josh Beard, who's back up to fourth. Get falling back there a bit. That's Vano there. Remember, he's been in the pits a few times and probably has fresh tires, so he's gone on by. But here comes Vincent Sora as well, taking a look to the inside of Beard. Looks like behind them we've got Connor Mosen. He's giving Dustin Schwingel a run for his money. The two-car Patrick Hernandez trying to get into the mix there. He's looking between the two of them. Looking on the inside of Bosian there. Interesting thing, you get a run on a guy, but then there's a guy to his outside, so what do you do then? Sometimes you're forced to get out of it because you just don't have anywhere to go. You're still holding off Sora for the moment, just barely a tenth of a second behind. Rochelle, he's trying to catch Cope. Now Cope almost 3/10, now pretty much around between 1 and 2/10 of a second ahead of Rochelle. definitely pulling away from Carson Bowers. Pearson, Bearden and Sora having a good battle there. Ozian and Swingle, though, they're not that far behind. Let's look a little bit further back in the field. There's Harrison Chandler in the number 1 machine. Battling with Aaron Tribble. No pressure. Tribble over almost 2.5 seconds ahead of Kralik there. Aaron Kralik running in 11th, and he's over 2 seconds ahead of Thomas Walter. So he's really comfortable at the moment. 4-car battle going on here between Walter, Stevens, Gamelan, and Parks. Stevens a little bit of kind of the meat in the sandwich here. He kind of looks sort of like maybe they're just riding along. He's not being too aggressive on trying to pass. It's possible that they may be teammates, possibly. There he does move ahead of trying to make a move on Kralik there. Walter trying to come along with him. I'm sorry, that's Gamelan that was trying to come along. Back up at the front, we have a new leader, folks, Preston Cope. He's gotten by Rochelle. We saw him make that pass a little earlier, but he's starting to trying to pull it out to almost half a second there. And who is that? Somebody down on the inside there. That was Vano. No, that wasn't Vano. That was the that is Dakota Moniz. Yeah, okay. Now he's the last car on the lead lap. And then they're still battling with Swingle and Bozian. And leading that group, but not for long. Looks like Swingle's trying to get by him, and he does. So Bearden drops to 5th place. Still not bad, though. Now showing 128 laps of 200. We got some guys, looks like some guys are starting to peel off into the pits here. There's Preston Cope. He was your leader. When you got some green flag pit stops going on here. There's Patrick Hernandez. He's decided to go in. Kyle Rochelle is in. He's in his pits already. Cope's further down. Did he overshoot just a little bit? Looks like he's all right. Let's see if he gets 2 tires or 4 tires. Looks like he's going to get 4. There goes the 21. Rochelle, he's out first. comes some more guys coming into the pits. Bowers, there's Tribble, Vincent Sora, Harrison Chandler. There's your leader, Dustin Swingle. These will be some of the last guys to pit, of course. And boy, I tell you, if a caution would have come out now, all those other cars would be stuck a lap down. But there's not too many folks. Most of them are back out on the track now. There's only just one or two. Looks like here comes Bearden and the 33 car. Nicholas Spriggs. I'm sorry, not Spriggs. That is Connor Bozen. Nick Kessler, he's been there for quite a while. I guess he's trying to do like Spriggs was doing earlier, trying to wait, see if he can get the car fixed and get back out on track. There's Elijah Ennis running really wide there. Whoa, it caught a little bit of wall. His tires may be going away. He may need to come in and get some fresh tires. Looks like he's going to stay out though. Now serving lap 133 of 200. And there's Swingle finally coming in. He's relinquishing the first position there. Followed by Stevens and Gamelan. Gamelan, he was caught up in the 2-3 cautions earlier. He got him up to the top 5 there. Of course, now they're going to cycle around, so that's going to move him back down the order a bit, though. But you know, he's hanging in there. And there's Thomas Walter. He's one of the last few that are coming in now. Walters, that he's in the pit, so that should hand the lead back to Rochelle as he comes around this time. Just about got a 1.5-second lead over Bowers. Rochelle, your leader at lap 135. Clear sailing in front of him, clear behind as well. He's got some room to run now. He's got fresh tires on there too, so guys want to start getting after it now. And they've got the spacing to run. There's Rochelle. And he's got 2 3/4 seconds to Hernandez, who's running third, who's fighting to hold on to third. He's got Vincent Sora behind him. 33 of Connor Bozian. Good battle going on right here. Oh boy, it's almost like he's almost bump drafting. Sora tucking right under the bumper there, Hernandez. Moniz, I believe, down on the inside there, staying low. There's Harrison Chandler running P6. Trying to catch the top 5 there. Dustin Swingle, he's leaving the pits now. That's put him all the way back to 20th. Meanwhile, Carson Bowers running second. Two-second gap between him and Patrick Hernandez. Hernandez under a bit more pressure, though, than Bowers, with Sora, Bozian, and Chandler behind. There's Preston Cope. Now he was pushing hard up there at the front, and I believe he's come in and pit already. He pitted on lap 128, I believe, yeah. And but okay, Tribble, he's back on pit road. Not sure if he's having a problem or not. I thought he was already on pit road. I thought he'd already come in. Tribble's going to drop way down the order now. Unless he's trying to go for fuel mileage here. Doesn't look like he's getting any tires. He just topped off of fuel. He may be trying to take this thing all the way to the end. He's at the tail end of the lead lap by coming in now. So we'll see how that works out for him at the end. Meanwhile, Rochelle continues to lead. He's got some lap cars in front and behind him now. Carson Bowers, he's got that one lap car Roberts in front. But he does have Hernandez behind, less than a second behind. Now at lap 145 of 200. Bowers continues to run second there. There's Aaron Kralik running ninth. Almost, good 4.5 seconds behind, ahead of Thomas Walter, who's your top 10 runner. Got a little pressure going on there from Maurice Gamelin, though. Meanwhile, your leader, Rochelle, he's got, like I said, he's about to pass another lap car there. Jonathan Roberts into the pits from 15th position. Looks like he's going to get some tires and fuel. There's Carson Bowers running second. Patrick Hernandez is getting closer. And only a couple of tenths away. just about 3/4 of the way through this race, folks. Hernandez gained 6 positions from the start. Having a good night so far. Vincent Sora's behind, but you know he's several car lengths behind, and he's got his hands full with Connor Bozian. And if anybody's watching, if you know that I'm mispronouncing somebody's name, that you may know them personally, go ahead and shout it out on the chat there and let me know. I always want to get people's names right if I can help it. There's Harrison Chandler. And he's moved up several positions, moved up 11 positions, running in 6th place right now, having a good night so far. That's Dakota Moniz up top there. Moniz is still passing people. He's just not, unfortunately, he's just not on the lead lap. He definitely has some speed at times there. But just hasn't been fortunate enough to be on the lead lap to take advantage of it. Back at the front, Rochelle, he's really checked out now, over 3.5 seconds ahead of Bowers. See Bowers, he's got his hands full with Hernandez. I'm wondering if they're going to have to stop again for fuel. Looking at it now here, Rochelle, he did 53 laps and then 70 laps, and now he's 25 laps in. Bowers and Hernandez, pretty similar, just about. I think they all pitted right about the same time. Bowers looked like he did 1 lap further in that second stint there. Hernandez, he kind of short pitted there. Only did 43, then a short 15 lap stint, and then he's run a long one here. And he's done some nifty work there to get on the top of the grid there. Hernandez taking a look on the inside, and he's going to get him for that 2nd position. Patrick Hernandez into the 2nd position. Go ahead onto the backstretch now. We're getting some good green flag runs now, and those tires are starting to really wear. And Bowers takes another look on the inside. Looks like he's going to probably be able to get by there. They're going back and forth here. Good bat. Oh, Hernandez got down on the apron, caught a lot of apron. Wow, he did awesome to keep that car going. He did fall back to 4th place though. That's Dakota Moniz, but he's not on the lead lap there. But Vincent Sora did get ahead of him though in the, I believe that's the 2 car up there. I mean, not the 2 car, but the 14 car. Now 160 laps in of 200, only 40 laps to go. Hernandez and Bosian now, they're going at it. Bosian's trying to take a crack at him. And Hernandez, he's going a bit high there. I wonder if his tires are starting to go away a little bit. You know, or up the front there, Kyle Bowers running second, 4.86 seconds behind Rochelle now. And looked like Hernandez said, you know what, I just got to come in now for some tires. And this will be interesting because I'm pretty sure the other leaders are going to have to pit one more time here. If not for fuel, at least for tires, just to keep their performance up. Hernandez falls back to 12th here. He might, 13th. Yeah, he's getting passed by a few cars now. But the field is going to cycle around. And we'll see when Rochelle Bowers and Sora come in. He did 50, looks like 58 laps on that first stint. Long, a lot of the guys doing really long second stints there, and really a shorter third stint so far. Rochelle continuing to lead. There's Bowers, followed by Vincent Sora and Connor Bosian. And they're really close. They're having a nice little battle trying to catch the second place car. Almost a 3-car battle there, really. No pressure from behind. Continue to battle. Nobody else is coming into the pits. Well, Nick Kessler's in the pits, but he's still there. He's been in the pits all this time trying to get that 01 machine going again. Who knows if he's going to be able to get out again. Actually, we have a couple of more retirements. Like one more retirement. Hervanton, he's out. Dylan Hervanton has decided to put it behind the wall. Oh boy. Vincent Sora all over the back of Connor Bosian there. Swung in there rather deep, but now he's lost some position there. As you can see, there's Moniz again, you know, going around. He's not for position though. It's kind of a shame. Dakota Moniz currently running 19th. Definitely got the speed to run with the top 5 or top 10 there. Just had some bad luck tonight. Do we have a caution? Maybe some guys just not sure what happened there. We'll look back real quick here. Her van. Somebody might have just spun off on their own. Oh, his car flew. Wow. No one was around him. His car just flew off into the wall. And that's another one of the pitfalls of online racing. That's something that can bite you sometimes. Your car can just get in her van. Yeah, that's how he ended up getting out. Okay. There was some kind of I don't know if it's some kind of glitch, computer glitch or what in the program, but you don't see it happen that often. I've been in a race before and a guy in front of me, and he just all of a sudden turned right and just flew right into the wall. And, you know, just something that can happen in online racing. You just never know. Let's see, Bauer's there. He's got Bozian right there battling hard.
Caution. Dave.
And we do have a caution.
How was your car?
Okay. And from the looks of it, looks like that was Preston Cope. Oh, Preston Cope's car is torn to pieces. Not in the front, but in the back. Let's see if we can see what happened to Cope there. Here he goes. Oh, and it looks like the 88 came off the wall and tagged him there. Yeah, I believe that's Joshua. Who's that? Joshua Stevens, the 88. Josh. I'm sorry. That was a tough break there. Look like he's still running though. And he hasn't picked. Of course, he's going to catch up with the back of the field. Let's see. And there's not much. You're looking for that rear camera shot there, folks. Wow, there's not much of the rear of that car left at the moment. Let's take a look at that again to see if we can see what happened there. There's Stevens. There's Cope down on the inside. Stevens is on the outside. Plenty of room. He's getting through there. Not sure. I think Stevens might have probably just went up there and bounced off the wall. Looked like it's getting away from him. He didn't. No, he never did hit the wall at all. He just started losing it and could not regain control of it. Boy, that was super unfortunate for Cope there. Stevens, he's coming. Everybody's, of course, coming down pit road now. Adam Westfield, he's leaving. There's Golliman. Looks like he already came out now. Carson Bowers, who's still first place, along with Rochelle. And that's got a lot of folks right back in it. There's Josh Bearden. Currently running in 5th position. He's been our go-to guy tonight. Let's see if we can grab him again here and see what's going on there. Hey, Josh, it's Tony in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
Oh, pretty good, man. You're having a wild night out there, man. Back and forth, and good to see you back up in the top 5 there.
About lap 100 or so, once we started getting green flag runs in, I thought it was some pretty good racing. You know, there's a lot of good drivers out here. Just need to be a little more patient is all. That I know I got a little rear end damage to the back of my car. I don't really think it's gonna affect me.
Right.
I've got my one of my teammates behind me too, so we're gonna try and see what me and him can do to try and get up there and possibly get a win for throwback racing.
Yeah, there you go. Because two or three of those cautions, it was just self-spins. We looked at them on the replay there, and the guys just kind of just lost, like coming out of 2 there. And so, yeah, the track's kind of biting a few folks tonight.
Yeah, it's really changing as the race goes. You know, we started off pretty much in the evening with kind of a loose setup that would get tight and stay tight. Well, now that it's night and it's cooling off, the setup is starting off loose and it's staying loose. So it's
Oh, wow.
it's a lot different having to drive it now than it was 110, 112 laps ago.
Right, yeah, I was kind of thinking it would get tight and stay tight, but that's not too fun, I guess, getting loose and staying loose at nighttime.
Oh, I kind of had a feeling it would end up doing this at night, since I'm pretty much the one that made the setup.
Uh-huh.
I think once all the wrecks got situated and over with, I think we had some good racing.
Oh, yeah.
I think we're gonna have a good finish here.
Yeah, guys, that's good, man. And I'm going to go ahead and put you back down with your teammates, because it looks like you got getting ready to go green here in a minute. And good luck to you and you guys, and we'll see you after the race.
I appreciate it, Tony. Take care, man.
All right, now. That's Josh Bearden, folks. Bearden back. We've been seeing him in 6th place and 9th and further back in the field, and he's hanging in there and hanging in there. And as you heard him say, he's got some of his teammates around him, so this that could be advantageous for all of them there. And if those guys at the front, if they're running alone, they might be in a little bit of trouble if they can stay with them at the restarts here. Lights are out on the pace car. Should be there. This pace car turning into pit road. Bauer's waiting for that green flag, and he's got it. We're going green on lap 177. Now 178 as we cross the line. Rochelle, Bosie, and Sora and Bearden, the top 5. Oh, and that was I think that was the 57, Thomas Walter. Oh, and he collected, who was that, Ennis? Oh, man, that was a tough break for Walter, and not sure what happened there. Let's go back and look at the replay, see if we can see what happened. Looked like Cope. Was that Cope behind him? I thought he was getting loose, and he might have got turned there just a little bit. Let's run it back a little bit here. We'll slow it down again. Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, looked like he got into the left or quarter panel there. I don't know. Didn't see if he came down or if came up. And, oh man, the 97 just nailed him. That was the one that really hurt the car right there. As you see, he lost his front clip there. There's Dakota Moniz scooting by, and there's the 2-car Patrick Hernandez in the 96. Nowhere to go. Aaron Tribble just piled right into him. Thomas Walters in the pits there. I don't know. He may be done for if he doesn't have a fast repair left. See Hernandez, he's in the pits. There's Thomas Walter. And Tribble, he's in the pits. Look like he's getting 4 tires. Headed on out. Did he beat? Look, he just did beat her. Well, did Hernandez beat him out? Maybe he did. Yeah. Got him for 11th place there. 20 laps to go. Connor Bozian is your leader at the moment, followed by Carson Bowers, Kyle Rochelle, Josh Bearden 4th, and Vincent Sora 5th place. Let's look at the weather here for a second. The temperature is, yeah, the temperature has dropped a bit. Well, it's not really. It's 70 degrees and it's still 72 track temperature, but the weather is staying pretty constant. But it's not really warm to begin with, you know. And so yeah, it's going from a loose to a tight to back to a loose condition there, according to Josh Bearden. And yeah, that's it's going to make things a little interesting here at the end of the race, I'm sure. I'm showing 13 cars on the lead lap. 19 laps to go. And we're going to have, looks like we'll have at least one more lap of caution here. And there's still, of course, Nick Kessler. He's been on pit road for a while. There's Nicholas Spriggs. He's been on pit road for a while too. He's trying to get that Kellogg car back out there, but I don't know if he's going to make it. 19 laps to go. And then, of course, there's Kessler. He's been there a while. And the only other car on pit road is Thomas Walter. But, yeah, Walter, he just got banged up so much there. And I find it hard to believe he'll be able to get out in time. If he had had a fast repair, I'm sure he would have used it. And he might have already used it earlier in the evening. Lights are out on the pace car. Looks like they're getting ready to go down the backstretch here. There'll be 17 laps to go when we take the green flag. Rosian, Bowers, Rochelle, Bearden, and Sora, your top 5, followed by Kralik, Chandler, Gamelan, Westfield, top 10, and Aaron Tribble, Hernandez, and Parks. Your top 13, those are the only cars on the lead lap. Nice mix of cars up there. Chevy leading with a Ford second. It's like Chevy Ford, Chevy Ford. We'll go see who wins that battle tonight. And we're going green again. Ozian goes into turn 1. First time we've seen him up there tonight. We'll see how he handles this lead pack of drivers who've been up there. A lot of these guys have been up there most of the evening. Oh, somebody's spinning.
Might be some debris. Oh, watching south.
And that was Harrison Chandler. Let's take a look and see what happened there. Oh, and looks like the 14, Vincent Sora there, well, he was already having problems, and he collected a couple of cars there, and there's Josh Bearden. He got sideways. He got into Chandler there, and so it's a little bit of an unfortunate mess there. There's a 24. What? Jonathan Roberts. Roberts, his car's going to finish this race looking like a modified, but he's still running, and hey, that's all that matters right now. See, Sora's in the pits, Chandler's, Bearden's in the pits. Everybody came in. All the leaders, Patrick Hernandez. Of course, Thomas Walter, he was already there. McKissler, he's already there too. Bearden Company. Bearden and the company heading on out. We're at 185 of 200. 15 laps to go. You thought they were getting after it before. Now everybody's got fresh tires, and I don't see it being any less than it is. Looks like we see the who is that? The 38 I see there, Nicholas Spriggs. He got that Kellogg's machine out there running. Good going for Nicholas. He hung in there too. That was a lengthy repair time, but old Tony the Tiger is still growling there. And Patrick Hernandez, he's still in the pits. Elijah Ennis, he just coming in. Looks like he's gonna get some tires there. Swingle's still in the pits. He may have more damage than we realize. Oh, there he goes now, taking off. Followed by Elijah Ennis. He's gained, you know, because of all of the calamity here, he's gained 11 positions, now up in 12th. Your leader, Connor Bozian. Should be getting the one to go this time around. See here. Honestly, don't know what happened to my track map there, but we can't worry about that anymore. It'll be going green this time around. 13 laps to go, folks. We're on lap 187 to 200. Bosian brings them down to the line, and we're green here. Tight into turn 1 and 2 there. Bauer trying hard to get that jump. Oh, and here comes Preston Cope, folks. You know he's going to be a hard charger. Oh, wow. Big crash, big crash.
Do you need anything to drink or anything like that?
Oh, man, Josh Bearden, hard hit. Harrison Chandler, he was might have got caught in that a little bit. Let's see who's was involved there. Let's look at the replay here. Now Vano, I think he was just along for the ride. Okay, it looks like it was the 21. Let's roll it back a little bit here. Oh, and he shot up the wall. Oh, and just came right down in front of Bearden. Talk about bad luck. That was that same thing I was telling you about before. We saw another car just shoot up right up to the wall. And I don't know if it's just the handling of the car and the track being loose and causing that to happen. Because, like I said, I've seen that happen in races before where a car will just shoot to the right for no reason. That's strange to see that again so suddenly like that. Rochelle, he was doing good. Man, he'd come way up in the field too. But that may be it for Rochelle. I don't, if he obviously doesn't have a fast repair. And sadly to say, he might not be back out for this one. Dakota Monies, he's hanging in there. He's been fairly quick, even though he's not on the lead lap. Harrison Chandler, there's Patrick Hernandez. He got caught up in a couple of things. He's the 10th place runner at the moment. It looks like some guys are getting ready to maybe come into the pits here. Yep, here they come. Hernandez in. Chip Parks is in. And Mike Vano coming in. But Vano, he's not on the lead lap. I believe Parks is. Yeah, Rochelle, he's gonna be there for a minute. There's Josh Bearden. He's on pit road. Let's see. Did he? I think he used. No, he didn't use a fast repair. I can see because I can see his tires there. I thought he had his roof hood replaced, but he's just having work done on the car. So now it's just, I guess, a question of can he get back out there? And with so few laps to go, and it may not be looking pretty good for him to get back out there. Let's go back up to your leader. There's Connor Mosen. He's actually Preston Cope now. He's your leader. Cope, Bowers, and Tribble. Yeah, surprise, surprise. Aaron Tribble's up there. That's not too much of a surprise. He definitely knows how to find his way to the front, no matter how far back he falls. The lights are out on the pace car. We'll be going green next time around. It'll be 8 laps to go. There'll actually be 7 laps to go when we cross the line. Cope, Bowers, Tribble, Krawlick, and Chandler, your top 5. How about Harrison Chandler there? Keeping that one machine out of trouble. Car's looking pretty good too. Pace car is going to be getting out the way in a hurry, too, because these guys are going to be hard charging. Cope brings them down to the line, waiting for that green flag.
Green flag.
And we've got it, and we're going again here at Texas. Cope and Bowers getting into it, going into turn 1. There's Tribble, keeping an eye on both of them. Cope has been such a hard charger when he was behind other folks. Let's see what he can do now that he's out front. Preston Cope leads that lap. Tribble under a little bit of pressure there from Carson Bowers. They're duking it out all in the top 15 there, I would say, or top 10, top 11. Cope's starting to pull away a little bit. Amelon, he's right in the thick of it. Harrison Chandler, he's trying to make something happen. Oh, and he's got some little bit of apron there. Was able to save it. Good job for Chandler. Vincent Sora, he's battling for that second spot there. Looks like he's got it, sort of. Tribble doesn't want to give it up, but you know Cope wants to see that. There'll be 4 laps to go at the line. Cope now just over 0.2 of a second ahead of Sora. Sora's trying to pull now with lap 197. He might be sizing him up for a pass. He may only get one shot at this. Definitely pulling away from the rest of the field. It's going to be a one-on-one battle here. Vincent Sora and Preston Cope. Cope trying to hang on here. With 2 laps to go, folks. It'll be white flag next time around. Looks like Sora's trying to hang on to that car. It's getting mighty loose out there. No danger from behind. Coming around for the final lap here. Cope knows he's going to try to make a move. Sora looking to the outside a little bit. White flag's in the air, folks. One last shot. Sora looking left, looking right. Taking a look on the inside just a little. Can he get under it? He couldn't quite make it underneath Cope there. Trying to give him a little bit of a move. It's not going to matter. Preston Cope is going to come home your winner, folks. Man, what a finish. That was awesome. It doesn't get much closer than that. Preston Cope, your winner, folks. Time to light them up. All right, let's take a look at your finishing lineup here, the finishing results. Preston Cope, your winner, followed by Vincent Sora second, Aaron Tribble third, Harrison Chandler fourth, Maurice Gamelan fifth, Aaron Kralik sixth, Elijah Ennis came home seventh position, Connor Bosian eighth, Chip Parks ninth, Carson Bowers 10th, Patrick Hernandez 11th, Kyle Rochelle 12th, Dakota Moniz 13th, Mike Vannell 14th, Jonathan Roberts 15th, Dustin Swingle 16th, Josh Bearden 17th, Adam Westerfield 18th. In 19th position, we have Thomas Walter, Joshua Stevens 20th. 21st position, Nicholas Spriggs, Dylan Avanton 22nd, Nick Kessler 23rd, Ryan Ferraro 24th, Josh Gooten 25th, Max Fonner 26th, Donald Arnett Jr. 27th, John Warner 28th to round out the field. Well, folks, we want to thank you for coming out and spending the evening with us. This has been the Mobil One Racing League presented by the Malt Law Group, and we hope you'll like and share our broadcast, and also subscribe so you'll know next time we're going live. And we'll see you next weekend for round number 4. For all of us here at Rice Motorsports TV, we want to wish you a pleasant evening.